Hi, I'm Sam, and I have a video for you today. Hi, I'm Sam, and today I'm going to show you all the fun things that you can do with a Kindle Scribe. There's been a lot of talk about Amazon removing ways to download things, and should you get a Kindle, and should you get any of the other ones. I don't care. I don't know which ones you can get. I've never tried anything else. I had a Kindle Paperwhite. First I started on my phone, which I have all the apps on. And then I got a Kindle Paperwhite for Christmas. Loved it. Loved it. It's my favorite thing. I still take it with me everywhere. Like, that is my portable Kindle. When I go on vacations, when I don't want to just read on my phone, that's what I use. It's also my favorite for reading in bed, just because it's so lightweight and I can, like, clip it up and just not touch it. But this video is not about the Kindle Paperwhite. It's about the Kindle Scribe. So the Scribe is my favorite for a million different reasons, but I wanted to show you because writing it down and talking about it is a lot different than like actually seeing what's going on. So I'm going to show you. This is my little case. So first we open it up and we're on our homepage. So this has all of your store things, your Kindle Unlimited stuff. This is where you search for everything. And you can kind of see a little preview here. There is like Sudoku and drawing and all different kinds of things. So we'll go over that. But then up here has all of your settings. You can change the warmth of the screen. You can change the brightness. You can set auto brightness. There's also dark mode and light mode. And then if you click on settings, you can also get all of your information here. So this has your family account, your Kindle email if you can't find it. It's got all of your settings, and there is a ton of accessibility settings in here. There's a voice screen reader, display and text size, and you can change that for the menu and for in the book. So that's really cool. There's also like pen settings. So on this pen, there is a little button on it, and I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there it is. And you can make that do things. I have it set up as my highlighter, but you can have it be a fountain pen, a marker, an eraser, a sticky note, whatever you want it to be. You can set it up so when you press and hold it, it'll do something for you. I just like to highlight. So then if we go down to our library, I have all my folders. So I will totally be a little bit snarky when it comes to this. I hate organizing my Kindle on my Kindles. I organize it on my phone because your phone lets you select multiple books at a time and move them. In the Kindles, any of them that I've used, that does not happen. It's just one at a time. So here are some of the fun things you can do. You can name your albums so that way you have them all organized. And then, for example, I'm a crocheter and a knitter. So if you're a crafter or you want to get into crafting, you can also put in all of your patterns. So if you buy a pattern off of Ravelry or Etsy, or you just have a pattern that you've had saved on your computer, you can send it to your Kindle. The coolest part about this is I'll show you on the basic sock. You can write on these, okay? So this has like little notes at the bottom. This one's not that great of a example, but you can see like I put my and my partner's cast on size on here for when we cast on our sock. Let's go down to one I know that I have written on. Okay, so we'll go into, like, this is my sunrise beanie. So this crochet pattern, it's free on my blog. You can go to Ravelry and get the PDF if you want. So it has all the notes, it has the items that you need, but my favorite part about my patterns is I put little check boxes on them so I can keep track of what I'm doing. And you can also just turn your pen around and erase it and start all over again. But it'll save it for you. See, like I have it on highlight right now. Erase like a pen, tap over to pen, and then mark them all off. I think it's really cool. I use it quite frequently for my patterns. And then there's more. So if you go into a book, let's see, we'll go into a Brittany Ann book because Brittany Ann is magic and I just finished reading one of their books. So we'll go into the Kindle Unlimited. So this is my favorite part about what you can do with books. So it's going to take a second to open. But it'll pop up and it'll add it to your Goodreads shelf if you want to. You can sync those two together. It'll also tell you your typical time to read. It'll start seeing how quickly you read things, and then it'll give you like a good average based off of your read speed. And then it also has like if it's in the series, who the author is, other books by them. I just really like that. So for example, we'll jump down to another page. So for example, say I wanted to highlight, literally, I need to find something that's not inappropriate. All right, so for this, for example, I would hold down my highlight and then I highlight what I want without picking my pen up, what I want to highlight. And then it'll highlight it for me in the book and then save it. My favorite part, I love this. I have a lot of favorite parts. Don't get on to me for it. You can share it on Goodreads. So you can share it to Goodreads and use that in your highlights. And it's not public. You have to go make them public. But you can share them. You can check that though, because I don't know if they changed it. Maybe it's auto on now. If you don't want to share spicy stuff, don't share spicy stuff. But you can also pin things. But anyway, when you start saving them, they give you a little snapshot on the side. There we go. It just hadn't loaded yet. So there's also another button that you can click and it'll show you your annotations. You just tap at the top and then tap on them. This also gives you your chapters. It gives you the different types of themes, fonts, layouts, and more, and which I think is really cool. It'll also show you popular highlights from what other readers have also highlighted. So yeah, so that, by the way, go read Brittany Ann's books. Lies We Live, right there, that one, go read it. And then you get to go over to your notebooks. And you can use your finger to tap on things. The pen, it works a lot better for like writing and drawing, but it does work to tap on things. However, I recommend using your finger. It just recognizes it faster when you're like moving things. So for example, these are all of my notebooks. This is my pattern folder, and I have patterns, work, and then calendars. So for calendars, for example, you can just make your own calendar in the Kindle and then keep up with it. And you can just keep adding pages as you need them. And then you can also put them up into a grid form, so that way you can click on them as you need them. So to do this, you would just go into your notebook folder at the bottom. That's automatically there. And then you click the little plus sign and click create a notebook. Then this screen will pop up, and this is where you can name it. So we'll name it YouTube. And then you get to pick which style. So there are a bunch of them. There's checklists, there's monthly planners, weekly planners, habit trackers, storyboards, music even. And then my favorite one is the blank one. I use blank for most of my work because this is where I design all of my crochet and knit patterns. Everything is done in here. So I'll show you what that looks like as well, because I don't mind. So I'll go into patterns, I'll go into 2026, and then let's see what I've got in here. So for example, I have Brittany Ann's blanket. I've been working on that. So I just write everything out, and then this is what I will take with me to retype everything out. So this will have, this is my birthday sweater, for example. And let's see if this will open. There we go. So I write out what I want to do. I write out the concept of it, and then I just start making it. and I make little lists, and I make little check boxes. And that's how I do all of my patterns. I like it better in here. Then I don't have to keep track of 57 notebooks and all of the paper. Like my dishy cardigan that I'm working on, very similar. I just have a ton of notes in here. And this just lets me know where I need check boxes, where I need to explain things more, and I really appreciate it. So that is my favorite part about the Kindle Scribe, is having the ability to have all of my work in one space. So I'm a notebook lover. I have too many notebooks. This makes me not have that many notebooks, so I really appreciate that. And then there's also a more button. This is a little different than your Kindle Paperwhite or other readers. This lets you go to your Goodreads shelves, and it takes just a second, but it does have a web browser in here as well. So it pulls up want to reads, my currently reading. It, like I said, it takes a second when it goes to the web browser, and it's Goodreads. Goodreads takes forever on my regular desktop. So it's got all my currently reads and reads, and then, like I said, there's also a web browser, there's lists. So if you have any lists in your Kindle or in your Amazon account, they will show up there for books. And yeah, that is all of the things that I like to do on my Kindle. Like I said, you can also go and get, oh, I think I have some in my library. Let's go back. I have a lot of folders. Oh, journals. Like, there's this monochrome coloring book that I really like. I think it's really cool. And so you can like highlight, and with your pen, you can make it like different thicknesses, pencils. Same with the highlighter. You can make it fine or heavy. And I don't know. I really enjoy just being able to sit down. I got a screen protector for this that feels like paper. And the pin makes it feel just like you're writing on like the smoothest, crisp paper. Like, not even kidding. Like the expensive, nice paper that your school would hide from you and only like the principal got to use it. That kind of paper. The good stuff. But yeah, so that is my favorite thing to just do, is just go in and find random little doodle journals, or you can add coloring pages to your Kindle too. So if you have regular coloring book pages, send them on over. And you can also get reading journals, planners, that are like clickable. So here we go. This is my passion planner. So I have one of these in real life, but I also have one here in my Kindle. So it has and it's undated, so that way I personally just reuse the same page instead of like keeping them and scrolling through. So once I get done with the month, I just erase everything and write it all over again. But I do really appreciate the fact that like Passion Planner, they have a bunch of freebies on their website, and they all work in here just like they would an iPad. So that's really cool too. This is my other favorite one. It's a botany tracing page. So it gives you these little dots, and you can zoom in and then go to my pen, and you just start I'm terrible at this. Let's see if I can do better. We'll go almost. I almost got it, but that's fine. But I like that. I don't know. It's just calming and soothing, and I put on an audiobook and I color for a bit. Like, it's just a nice little cozy thing. But yeah, so that is everything I like to do in my Kindle Scribe. I hope this helps. I'm not telling you to go buy one, but if that is your option, get one. The Kindle Color one, that one's really cool, but I don't care. I'm not looking at my book covers 24/7, and when I take pictures of them, I Photoshop a cover on it, so I don't care. And yeah, I don't know. Like, and I just got a case like this. It's got a little pop out in the back so it can stand up this way, or it's got one so you can stand it up this way. And yeah, it's just super cute and comfy and cozy and nice, and I don't know, I just love it. So yeah, if you have any other questions, just leave those in the comments below, and I hope this helps. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I love you, pals. Bye.